Hey y'all, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you all how I make my magnetic bookmarks. I think that these are so cute and really simple to make, and I believe once you watch this tutorial you'll feel more confident enough to make them yourself. Here's everything that you'll need to make your own magnetic bookmarks, and don't worry y'all, it is not a long list. You will need some glossy photo paper for printing your designs, some self-adhesive laminating sheets to make everything nice and sturdy, plus some small magnets and adhesive dots to hold everything together. I did purchase all of these things from Amazon and they will be linked down below in the description box. Today I'll be using my Cricut Explore Air 2 along with my Canon G620, and I've had this printer for a whole year y'all, and I'm still using the same ink. I absolutely love this printer. I also have a laminator, but this step is optional. And these are the settings that I like to use when printing out my bookmarks, and it's what I'll be working with today for this project. So now I'm in Cricut Design Space and I already have my 4 designs selected that I want to use today. Now I do get my designs from Creative Fabrica, so don't worry if you're not super artsy or can't draw like me. You can totally grab some ready-made designs from places like that. So now that I got my designs here, I like to size them based on whichever size is the biggest. Usually I go with about 2.5 inches, either in height or width. That way they're a good size for bookmarks. They're not too big and not too small. And what I'm going to do next is change my canvas color to gray. Right now it is currently white on white, so I can't really see what I'm working with. And next what I'm going to do is move these 3 designs over to the right just to give myself more space to work with. Next what I'm going to do is click on the first design and duplicate it. So this will be the top and bottom part of my bookmark. Now once you've got that duplicated, you're going to click on the top design and you're going to go to the top where it says flip. Click on that and you're going to flip it horizontally. You're going to click flip again, and this time flip it vertically. And once you do that, you will notice that it mirrors your bottom design. Next, we need to add the center part that lets your bookmark fold properly. So over here on the left side, I'm going to click on shapes and grab this square shape. I'm going to change the color to white so that it matches the rest of the bookmark. Then I'll resize it. I like to make it about 0.5 inches in width and 1 inch in height. And once I've got my centerpiece size just right, I'm going to duplicate it 3 times so that I have what I need for my other bookmarks. Then I'll center this one between the 2 designs. At the top, I'm going to click on Arrange, then Send to Back. This puts the centerpiece behind the sticker so that I can actually see what everything looks like. Now what I'm going to do is click and drag to highlight the whole design. Then hit the Align button at the top and choose Center Horizontally. From there, I like to click Attach and then Flatten. And flattening is super important because it tells Cricut to cut this as one complete design and not a bunch of little separate cuts. And after that, I just repeat the same process for the rest of my designs until they're all ready to go. So now that I have all 4 of my designs ready, I'm going to head back over to Shapes and grab the square again, and I'm changing the color to gray this time. And I will be resizing this to 6.75 inches in width and 9.25 inches in height. And what this does is shows me my maximum print area for Cricut. This also helps me keep all of my designs inside the printable area so nothing gets cut off. And if I keep all of my designs horizontally, they will not fit on the page. So what I'm going to do is turn all of them sideways. That way I can fit them all nicely within the print area. And once I'm happy with how everything is laid out on the page, I'm going to click on that dark gray square to hide it. Then I'll click and drag to highlight all of the bookmarks on the page. And once everything is selected, I'm going to go down to the bottom right corner, click attach, and then flatten again. And that just makes sure that Cricut treats the whole layout as one print and cut design. After that, I'll go up to the top and click make. It will then prompt me to save the project. I already have a magnetic bookmark collection, so I'm just going to name this one Bookmarks for Video. And once you save the project, this screen will pop up. It's basically just showing you a preview of what your design will look like. You can move it around inside the orange square if you want, but I just leave it as is. And then from here, I'm going to click on continue. For my bookmarks and stickers, the cut settings that I like to use is the Cardstock Plus. I did increase the pressure to 340, and I like to use the fine point blade to cut everything. Next, I'm going to click on send to printer. On this screen, I'll go ahead and select my printer from the drop-down menu. Also, make sure to turn your bleed on. That just helps prevent Cricut from cutting into your design by adding a little buffer around the edges. Also, make sure that you toggle on the use system dialog option. This is super important because it's where I go in and adjust my printer settings like paper type or print quality. Alright, so I had to switch over to my phone to record this part because my computer does not like to screen record pop-ups. And once the system dialog box pops up, I choose my printer. I'm using the Canon G620 series. Then I click on preferences, and this is where I make all of my changes. First, I choose photo printing as the print option and make sure to uncheck the borderless printing. For media type, I leave it on photo paper glossy 2, and then I set the print quality to high. Lastly, I like to change the paper size to 8.5 by 11 inches, and then from there I will hit OK to print. So now that it's printed out, I have added my sheet onto my Cricut mat. What I am doing now is taking my laminating sheet and making some marks. I'm going to put some little marks right inside my print area so that I will know where to cut off these excess pieces. And please don't throw away these scrap pieces. I actually saved mine and turned them into freebie stickers for orders. I even have a video showing how I use them, so trust me y'all, they do come in handy. If you're interested in that video, I will post that link below. And here I'm just showing you all how I save and store my scrap pieces. So y'all, please do not throw these pieces away. And here I am just lining up my laminating sheet within the black lines. Also, one very important thing to keep in mind, since I am using glossy photo paper, Cricut sometimes has trouble reading those black registration lines. So what I like to do is take a little piece of matte tape and place it right over those black lines. So now I'm going to put this mat into my Cricut machine and let it work its magic. So now it's time to put the bookmark together, and I like to start off by folding it in half just to find my center. That way I know exactly where I need to place my magnets. And when picking your magnets, make sure that you pull 2 at a time so you know that they match up. That way they do not push away from each other when the bookmark closes. Trust me, it has happened. So the first thing you want to do is take one of these adhesive dots and place it right on your bookmark. It does come with a little protective film on the side facing up, so make sure that you peel that off. Next, you're going to grab both of your magnets and place them on the dot at the same time. This helps make sure that they're lined up just right. And once those are in place, go ahead and grab one more adhesive dot and stick that right on. So now I'm going to close the bookmark, and when I do, the magnets will line up and stay centered right where I need them to be. Alright y'all, so here is the first one all done. The magnets are all lined up and it is looking super cute. And now I'm just going to repeat this same process with the rest of the bookmarks. So for packaging, I use these custom cards that I designed myself in Canva. I do get them printed out through Got Prints. I also use these 3x5 self-seal bags, and I think that this setup is perfect for shipping to my customers and keeping the bookmarks safe during delivery. If you're still here, you already know you're my kind of person. So whether you're a fellow small business owner or just someone who stumbled in here out of curiosity, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. Until next time, y'all, take care of yourself and embrace your journey.